What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. And yeah, the signing of Griezmann looks potentially closed, looks done. And that is why in this video we are going to be covering the potential lineups that Barcelona can have with him now incorporated into the squad. And just as a disclaimer, this is not going to be a full in-depth guide into Barcelona's squad for next season. We're just going to be talking about the front line. We're going to be talking about how that is going to be dealt with. And as soon as we get closer to the season, we're going to be doing the very same thing for the midfield with now Frenkie de Jong. And the very same thing if the league signs for Barcelona at the end, which also looks very possible. But we'll talk about it when that ship sets sail. If you want to see my thinking, my opinions, my reactions to the signing of Antoine Griezmann. And one more thing before starting off this video, be sure to check out our friends at Golazo Jersey. Links are also going to be in the description down below. They are a very good place to get cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits, so go there and get yours. So getting right into it, the very first lineup that I think Barcelona can have with Antoine Griezmann is probably the one I would really like to see for the majority of the games. Be it very important, like, I don't know, La Copa del Rey final or the Champions League quarterfinals, as much as, I don't know, an away game at Celta de Vigo. This squad for me has to be the one. In the goalkeeper position, I'm going to go with Marc-André ter Stegen. For the right, Nelson Semedo. The two center backs are going to be Clement Lenglet and Matthijs de Ligt. I know, Umtiti, where is he? But we're going to talk him in that respective video. Today, we're focusing on Antoine Griezmann. For the left, Jordi Alba. The free man in midfield for me has to be Sergio Busquets, Arthur and Frenkie de Jong. And then the forward line. Ousmane Dembele for the left, Lionel Messi for the right, and Antoine Griezmann for the middle. There are two main reasons why I believe this has to be Barcelona's main starting forward line for the next season. First thing first, Antoine Griezmann. He's going to be a new signing for the club. Yes, he's going to have that. And some people may debate that perhaps he doesn't have the trajectory or the experience at this club as someone like Luis Suarez, and he might well as not have it. Playing Barcelona is a different style of football. Some people can enter the DNA, some people don't. Even people which we think that can actually play in our system. I don't know, I trail back to someone like Chirinsky, someone like Andre Gomez, they have failed. But I don't know, that's up to discussion. We have to see how it goes. For me, instantly right now, I think Griezmann can slot right inside into our forward line. And playing in that striker role, he's going to be giving us a lot of tracking back, which for me is the main thing that we are buying with Antoine Griezmann. We are buying a player that is going to work hard. We are buying a player that is going to track back. Someone that can help us to do pressure from the forward line, but also in counter-attack situations when we have been placed in a very bad position. Antoine Griezmann is known for really tracking really into the midfield, grabbing the ball or just doing a tackle and always helping the team that he's playing at, for most of the time Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid, to get the ball back into their own possession. That is something that with Griezmann I think we are getting. Very similarly to what we got when Luis Suarez just joined Barcelona. I was very surprised that Luis Suarez was doing that when he arrived, and I think that now we are assured that with Griezmann he is going to do that. Right now, I do not want to get too much into the manager talk. If Valverde is still in charge or we get a new manager, either way, Griezmann cannot be playing in the left-hand side of a front three. Yes, he can. Yes, he can do that. But when Barcelona gets the ball, when Barcelona are going to be facing so many teams that park the bus, that's a completely different system that Antoine has not been playing for the past, 4 seasons at Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid are the team that park the bus. Griezmann can do a lot of different things, but that is a particular aspect of his game where he's not the best at doing. So I believe that we need to have someone like Dembele that can do that. We had someone like Coutinho before. He didn't play the best, but whatever. We still had that asset in our front three, and we need it no matter what. People are going to be saying, Lionel Messi does that. Yes, he can do that, but we always had somebody else. Before it was Neymar, before it was someone like, I don't know, a Pedro. We've always had someone. The best example for me is Neymar. I believe Dembele can grow into someone like Neymar. Neymar had pace. Neymar had the dribbling. Neymar had the associative play. He had the passes. Neymar, for me, is the best player in the world at doing that, and he's very unique. Dembele have all of the qualities to become a player like him, a player that is able to do everything that he does, the trickery, the dribbling, the associative play. I don't have to repeat myself. That is why Dembele needs to play. And if Dembele needs to play, the only other way that Griezmann can't play is being a striker, and right now Griezmann gives us more than what Suarez does. The second formation Barcelona could try out is therefore having a front line of Antoine Griezmann, Luis Suarez, and Lionel Messi. For me, this is a very risky formation to try out. I really do believe that it will be just very easy for other teams to close us down, because we have two players in Luis Suarez and Griezmann that tend to play a little bit centrally but then drift out wide, and then someone like Messi who just plays through the middle. We don't have anyone that can help us on a one-on-one to just open up the defense, to stretch it out, like I mentioned with Dembélé. And on screen, you have probably seen a 4-3-1-2, which is not exactly the 4-3-3 that we could see on paper when this happens, but this is exactly how the players are going to be positioned when we are playing with this formation. This is how exactly going to be. It's not going to be a 4-3-3, it will be something like this, and you can see that there's no wide players. We're leaving it all up to people like Semedo, to people like Jordi Alba, which, okay, they can do it. They're very good players at doing so, and they can certainly benefit by not having anyone on top of them, just covering up some space that they could run into, but still, I just don't think this could work. And if Alonso Valverde does this just purely by the names of the players, he can no longer be here. He cannot be doing that. It's time to just forget about that, forget about being friends with the players who have more pedigree in this dressing room, and just focus on playing who are the good players, who are the ones who actually deserve to be there, and what do we need to win this game. Because sometimes we don't need of those big names to win the game. Sometimes we need some people like Malcolm. Sometimes we need somebody who is just not proven enough, because they can actually work on what the game requires. And the final way that Barcelona could line up with Griezmann is just normally. It's just having a front three of Dembélé, Suarez, and Messi, and not even playing Griezmann. Griezmann being benched is a really big possibility, I believe. It depends on Valverde or the new boss if somebody comes. It's basically them trying to determine how much of a value do they think they give Luis Suarez or someone like Dembélé. If they think that they still really need that one-on-one player, Dembélé is going to play, because Coutinho is most likely going to leave. And if then so, Suarez or Griezmann, who has more name in the terms of Valverde, because that's how Valverde in some situations decides his team, is going to be Suarez. Then Griezmann is going to be benched because he's not going to be replacing Messi. Never. So Griezmann being benched, like I said, is a really big possibility. I think that in the overall, it wouldn't affect that much the way that we play. I think that Barcelona are going to improve no matter what just by having Dembélé in the front line. But then why are we spending 120 million euros on a guy like Griezmann if he's going to be benched? Spend it somewhere else. Spend it in the midfield. Spend it, I don't know, as a left back, get a backup. Spend it somewhere else. Don't spend it in a Griezmann, which is not going to play every single game. That's basically what I'm thinking. Why spend it on Griezmann if you're not going to play him? So hopefully, guys, you have enjoyed this quick little video. Remember, this is not the last time I'm going to be talking about lineups. This is not the last time. We're just talking about the front line here at the moment. We're going to be talking about the midfield in probably the next few videos, and then the defense after that. I'm just waiting to see what's happening with the elite, what's happening with, I don't know if we get another midfielder and sort of those things. So rest assured, this is not the last time. And then we are going to be getting the overall end game of videos. We're going to be getting the midfield. We're going to be getting the goalkeeper, the defenders, the midfielders, all jam-packed into one single video. But that's going to be kind of like the finale of the season. Not just yet, guys. Keep watching your other series. Keep watching your Game of Thrones. I don't even watch Game of Thrones. Watch your stuff like that. Finish those series off and keep waiting, because this one is going to be a good finale.